HighRes Biosolutions has approximately 230 employees located in Beverly, Massachusetts and Manchester, UK. We deliver robotic systems and software to life sciences organizations to help automate the lab workflows.
We know we needed a new ERP, and we selected Microsoft Dynamics to be that ERP system. We also knew that we wanted to integrate our PLM with our ERP to integrate inventory, supply chain, and facilitate access to engineering artifacts to the rest of the organization. And we saw Bluestar was the choice to use in that connection to Dynamics. We started looking at Bluestar and we saw a lot of benefits and value add from the software itself, not just from the integration capabilities with Dynamics. Before we had an integrated PLM, we had two separate systems. Our ERP was one system, and our PLM was another system, and the integration didn't include all information necessary to have that cross-functional visibility. We were unable to see things like inventory from the PLM perspective, or from the supply chain side, any part or engineering details. And we wanted to create a single source and location where we could view everything from BOM engineering artifact detail all the way through to supply chain and support.
The most value that I've seen in Bluestar is having like the all-in-one system. All of the CAD files are stored within the Bluestar Vault and managed under our production part numbers when they're released for purchasing or build. It's nice that all of our attached files, all of the solid models are attached there. So that kind of all-in-one functionality is definitely nice.
There were a couple really nice features in Bluestar that really drew our attention to it. I think first of all, the Blue View capability was pretty unique and novel. We have very complex assemblies and parts, and we want to provide maximal access to our team to see the details of all these parts. Blue View lets us render complex details for anyone in our organization to understand what that part and system actually is.
We are bringing engineering close to business and business close to engineering. This way they have made it more transparent what the different department in the company is doing. And we quite often seen in these processes where we actually ending up where production is saying and supply chain is saying afterwards saying, okay, it was an easy way to get our data on it. So the reason this was a good fit is that the data they're feeding in engineering is actually going downstream to production, to supply chain, etc., etc. And they have really get benefits of it. So that's why it's a good match when there's a lot of engineering knowledge you have to transfer downstream.
So the data migration for us was the most challenging aspect of the project. We've got a very large, complex data set of varying levels of quality. This data migration process forced us to look at the quality of the data, how varied it was, what information was missing. As we went through the migration process, we would realize something was missing or broken, and then we'd have to go figure that out, and then we'd start again and we'd repeat. And this process repeated many times. So Bluestar was a great partner in helping us identify each of these quality issues, maybe system deficits, but no matter what, we worked together collaboratively to figure out how to get through the migration together. Implementing Bluestar has enabled us and forced us to elevate the level of data quality that we have regarding our engineering parts and artifacts. So we now have improved standards and processes to annotate every bit, every part, so we can properly classify these from the downstream users of the system.
A recommendation I would give to anybody that is considering a similar journey would be to work on the data quality and preparation in advance. Take good inventory of what data is needed and not needed for migration, and develop good data migration business rules during the early stages of the project. This will greatly reduce the overall effort of the project and switching systems.
The team at Bluestar was great to work with. They understand all the technical challenges. They deeply understood what we do. And while it's a challenging project and process, they're very understanding and a great committed partner. I think that for me is the most important thing in selecting who to work with when it comes to a complex piece of business software. So I couldn't recommend the team at Bluestar enough.